What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the important threshold ratings that you need to know in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's going on, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be covering the important ratings thresholds that you need to know in Madden 18. Now, most of you, I'm sure everybody knows about the 91 zone threshold. That it is, in my opinion, the most important. There's a few different ones though. 91 is kind of like the main threshold for almost every rating, except for when it comes to like pass accuracies. Pass accuracies are said to be like somewhere in the 80s, but I don't think it's ever been fully confirmed. But 91 is going to be the threshold for the most important ratings, and in my opinion, these are zone coverage, route running, juking, power move, finesse move, and block shed. Those 6 things are the most important 91 zone thresholds. Now, yes, man coverage has a 91 threshold as well, but the thing with man is, we'll get to that in a minute, but it's like if you have 91 route running, this is why the route running is more important, because 91 route running is going to always trump the man coverage. So if you're playing in MUT, you're playing against people that pretty much have stacked wide receivers of all 91 plus route running anyway, so man coverage isn't going to help you as much. Now, if you're playing more regs, then 91 man coverage will actually help you, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So first, we'll just briefly cover the zone threshold, because I think most of you know this by now, but I'll just use a quick example here. So here we are on offense, and then on defense, we have the Chargers. On the right side of the field, we have Casey Hayward, who has the 91 plus zone threshold. On the left side of the field, we have Williams, who does not have the threshold. He still has good zone coverage, but he doesn't have the threshold. So watch when I throw this table route to Le'Veon Bell out here. We're able to get about 6 yards before contact, and that's with a bad animation. He spin caught it, so we probably could have got 7 or 8 yards before contact there. We'll do it one more time just to see if we can get it without the spin catch. But even with the spin catch animation, we were able to get, see, he's spin catching it, we're able to get about 5 to 6 yards before contact, which is perfectly fine. That's what you expect out of a flat route, especially against cover 2. But now, if you watch that we run it to the opposite side of the field, to Casey Hayward's side, it's going to be a different story. We're going to try to throw this. He's going to clamp down on it a lot quicker. See there, we got about 3 to 4 yards before contact, but honestly, usually you get way less than that, so let's try it one more time. But the whole point is, he's going to break on the ball a lot faster because he has that threshold. You see how he's breaking on the ball so quick there, and he met him. He only got about 2 yards there, and he got, absolutely ran over. So that's what the threshold does for you. It allows them to break on the ball quicker, and it doesn't matter if you have 89 zone or 90 zone. It's a world of difference once you hit 91 zone. It's night and day. 91 zone is going to break on the ball immediately, and they're going to pick off more routes than anybody that doesn't have that threshold. So even when you're talking about a free safety that is in a right here in a deep middle of the field, if you try to throw a post at that safety, a lot of times if he's 91 zone, he's going to jump that post. He's going to break on it as soon as you throw it, and he's going to make that a tough catch. Whereas if you have a guy there that has lower than 91 zone, he's never going to have a chance to make a play on it. So when you're playing online, if you're playing regular teams, you're not going to be able to get a whole secondary full of 91 zone coverage guys. But if you're playing an ultimate team, that is the goal. You need at least your 4 starters, your 2 cornerbacks, and your 2 safeties to be 91 plus zone, because it's going to give you the best chance to intercept more passes and to jump more routes. So now we'll move past that. Now we're going to look at let's look at route running. So if we go, let's see, we'll go cover 2 man. Now the thing is, I don't have a 91 man coverage guy on the Chargers defense, but it doesn't really matter, because honestly, I just take my word for it on this. It works versus 91 plus man coverage guys. But the thing is, when you have a 91 route running guy, what he's going to do is create a lot more separation with his route running. If he has 90 route running, he's still going to get good separation on average guys. But if you, let's say your wide receiver has 90 route running and you're going up against a cornerback that has 91 man, he's going to be on your neck every single time. But if you have a 91 route running wide receiver and you're going up against a man guy that has 91 man, if y'all are equal, you're going to get separation every single time, and it just doesn't matter. Even if he has like 95, man, and you only have 91 route running, that 91 route running is going to trump it every time. So you want 91 route running wide receivers. Now, yes, earlier in the year I did make a video about how having low route running on certain routes helped, and that's still the case against certain zone defenses. Certain routes with low route running do help it get open. Like for instance, if you have a low route running guy in the slot on a corner route, he's going to get underneath a deep blue zone a little bit better sometimes than a 91 route running guy. I know that sounds weird, but just keep this in mind. You want good route running more than you want bad route running. There are certain glitchy ways to get people open with bad route running, but I don't really recommend it. It was popular for a minute because people weren't used to playing against 91 zone. It was a new thing for Madden, so people kind of had to use the weird out-of-the-box tactics to beat it. But now there's just a plethora of ways to beat all these defenses, so there's no point to running with low route running guys. You really want to make sure that all of your wide receivers have 91 plus route running, because it's going to allow you, in the event that someone does go man-to-man with you, just to try to mix it up, you have the ability to beat anybody that they could have manned up on you. So next, we're going to look at the, we're going to back out here. We're going to look at the juke. So you can juke with anybody this year. You don't need 91 juke to pull off jukes whatsoever. But if you do have 91 juke, you're going to be in a lot better of a situation, just flat out, because you're going to pretty much be guaranteed to make the first guy miss every time. So if you're talking about toss plays, see, like, the first guy is going to miss you every single time. Doesn't matter who they have. Now, you could use just the regular juke, or you could use the precision juke. The precision juke is you hold the left trigger while you juke, and you see that, yeah, they're bottling me up because they're in a good defense to stop me right now, but the first guy every single time is gonna miss when I go for the juke. So for example, let's go to like something, let's just try to get him open in the flats out here, and you're gonna see that, you know, the first guy is gonna miss every time because Le'Veon Bell has like 96 juke. It doesn't matter if they are in a defense to stop you. For example, we'll go cover 2, so we shouldn't be able to get, you know, too much action out in the flats against a cover 2, but you're going to notice that, you know, we made both of those guys miss. I'm going to actually go to the replay there to show you that. This is what 91 juke does for you. You know, if you have lower than 90 juke, you can still pull this off sometimes, but if you have 91 plus, you're guaranteed to make this happen every time on the first juke. Look, we faked, I mean, like, they're in perfect position to tackle me. We have a guy on each side, but because I have the 91 juke, they both completely got left in their dust. So definitely you want guys with 91 juke on your team. Most importantly, your running back, of course. But if you have wide receivers with 91 juke too, it can be a huge advantage, because if you throw a drag route and, you know, you're using a guy that has 91 juke, you're making that first guy miss, and you could take a drag route to the house just because of that threshold. So now we're going to look, go back to defense for a second here, and really talk about something that is, I don't think everybody knows about this yet, but this is extremely crucial. So we're gonna go here, and now we're gonna talk about the pass rush threshold. So if you have a 91 plus, either finesse move or power move, what that does is it gives you the ability to have what's called an instant win at the line of scrimmage. What an instant win means is like when you're playing online sometimes and you're going against somebody and their defensive end just literally block sheds immediately and just hits you in the backfield. You had maybe 2 seconds to get a pass off. They engaged with the blocker for literally a split second and just like ripped around them immediately. That's what happens. That's what an instant win is. When you have a 91 plus either power move or finesse move, in my opinion, it's way glitchier with finesse move, but still, whether it's power move or finesse move, if it's 91 plus, you have that ability to literally instantly shed a block at the line of scrimmage. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to shed it every single play, but it means you have the ability to do it. So just watch here. We're going to run a few plays. Now there, the blocking is holding up good, but we're going to run a few plays, and you're going to see there's going to be instances where Bosa or Ingram just flat out just rip past their guys. You see how Bosa just ripped past his guy immediately there? We're going to go to the replay. So that was on the second snap. This is the kind of stuff, and it can even happen faster than this at times in game, but this is what like an instant win is. You see he engaged for a second, and then he just ripped right past him. So essentially, you had no time to get a pass off there. So we'll run it again, and you'll see. See, again, he instantly got past him again. He engaged for a second, he swim moved past him, and it was a good game. You had no chance. Now see here, the blocking held up a little bit, but you see just how quickly the Ingram got off the block there. He hit a spin move, and he got off the block. Now here, it's holding up, but you see how quickly they get off the blocks though. Like even on plays where they're not getting off instantly, they're still getting off pretty quick. See here again, look, Bosa got the instant win. He engaged for a second, ripped past him. That's what happens when you have 91 plus either power or finesse move. You have the ability to get that animation, whereas if you have 90 or below, you're never going to get that animation. So you want your pass rushers on the outside to have that threshold, because it gives you the chance. You know, I'm not saying it's going to win you games, but there's situations where you may be in a third down and you get that instant win, and you sack them, you got them in a 4th and long for the game, and now, you know, they're in trouble. So definitely a threshold you want to have. And then the next one is going to be the 91 block shed, and what that does is it gives you the ability to instantly block shed on run plays. So more so you want to look for that. I mean, you want that from your pass rushers as well, your defensive ends, but you definitely want that from your starting defensive tackle, because if you have a 91 plus block shed D tackle and someone tries to run an inside zone or a halfback dive, you're going to instantly block shed them a lot of times, unless they have an amazing center. They have to have one of the, you know, best centers in the game, and if they don't, you're going to immediately block shed their center almost every time, and you're going to stonewall the halfback for no gain or for like maybe 1 or 2 yards. So 91 block shed is also something you definitely want to look to have on your defensive line. And that's basically it, guys. Those are the main thresholds that you want to hit, especially in Ultimate Team when you're building a team. 91 zone, 91 route running, 91 juke, 91 either power or finesse move, and 91 block shed. If you can get as many of those guys on your team, you're going to significantly increase your chances of winning and just making it easier for you on both sides of the ball to perform. So that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, as always, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.